All right. And then we've got the sales orders. So sales orders, this is dealing with the possibility of integrating with an online store like an eBay, an Amazon, and a Shopify. So they have a specialty kind of link that might help you with those areas. So if you're specializing within eBay, Amazon, and Shopify, I think we have another whole nother course or section on it. And you want to have an idea of exactly what to do there. It used to be that we would be integrating third-party applications to help with the integration between the sales that are happening on these platforms and in QuickBooks. Now, notice that if you sell on these platforms, you're dealing with inventory, you're possibly dealing with sales tax issues because of that, and you're dealing with customers, although possibly not accounts receivable, right? So the question will become, do I want to track all the customer information and the sales information and the inventory information on these platforms only, not pulling them into QuickBooks, but simply summarizing the data for the financial statements, which a lot of people will argue that might be the way to go so that you don't overload QuickBooks with too much data that you don't need because it's duplicated because you already have it on the other platform? Or do you want to pull that information into QuickBooks so that you can navigate around QuickBooks more easily? So that's a specialty area. Again, we have another course or section on it. Our reoccurring payments, get paid automatically with reoccurring payments. So get paid on one time, every time by charging customers on a schedule. So in certain types of businesses, that might be an easier way to set things up. So again, you can kind of look into that. Sometimes when you look at making the payment system as seamless as possible, QuickBooks has an incentive to try to get you to sign up not just to the bank feeds, which is a third party, but to kind of like their bank, right? Because then they can integrate a little bit more of the integration to try to schedule payments. So that might help you in some cases if you want to try to schedule the payments and have them pay you automatically certain ways. Otherwise, you might still be able to automate the payments so that they pay you automatically through an automatic payment through your bank. But then it'll come through the bank feeds, right? Which won't be exactly integrated into QuickBooks. Or when you invoice somebody, then you might try to have a link on the invoice that you email that automatically allows them to pay from your bank instead of using a credit card, which might cost you more because of fees. But you'll have to possibly have Intuit's bank. Otherwise, you can try to have them pay a direct payment to your bank, but that'll be a little bit more complicated, or a PayPal or something like that. But that might be a little bit more difficult to integrate as you send out the email. So you can look into those different options for how to integrate basically the payments.